Hi friends, today topic is nasal decongestants. What is nasal decongestants? To understand in better manner of nasal decongestants, we have to know about the nasal congestants. So, what is nasal congestants? Nasal means nose. Congestants means excessive mucus and other secretions in the air passage of the nose. So, presence of this excessive mucus and other secretions in the nose, it is very difficult to breathe. The drugs used for the treatment of nasal congestants is called as the nasal decongestants. Okay, let me explain the nasal decongestants. Decongestants means a drug that shrinks the swollen membrane in the nose, making it easier for a person to breathe. Classification of the nasal decongestants is classified into two types. First one, oral decongestants. Second one, topical decongestants. Examples of the oral decongestants are first, ephedrine, phenylpropanolamine, pseudoephedrine, phenylephrine. Examples of the topical decongestants: ephedrine, phenylephrine, oxamethasone, nafazolone. Here, ephedrine and phenylephrine is used as the both oral and topical decongestants. Okay, now we discuss about the oral decongestants. Oral decongestants are basically synthetic alpha-1 agonist which causes systemic vasoconstriction, which in turn reduce the blood supply in the nasal mucosa. Okay, now we discuss the drugs under the oral decongestants. First drug, ephedrine. Ephedrine hydrochloride, apart from having alpha adrenoreceptor agonist activity, also has beta adrenoreceptor activity. So it is the most safe, economical and effective treatment option. Next, mechanism action of the ephedrine. Ephedrine directly stimulates alpha and beta adrenergic receptors and increase the release of norepinephrine. Its action includes release of the bronchioles, relaxation of the bronchioles, increasing heart rate and contractility, and increases BP. So it also causes blood vessels in the nasal passage to shrink. So vasoconstriction reduces the nasal congestion by preventing fluid from draining from blood vessels into the lining of the nasal passage. Next, adverse effect: insomnia and hypertension. Other drug, phenylpropanolamine. Its action are similar to that ephedrine. It causes CNS stimulation like amphetamine. Next drug, pseudoephedrine. It is an isomer of the ephedrine. It is used along with the analgesics and antihistamic drugs to treat common cold and allergic rhinitis. Next, mechanism of action. It has agonistic effect on the alpha receptors. Additionally, it has slightly beta-2 agonist activity. Adverse effect: increases in BP. Next drug, phenylephrine. It is less effective on CNS but can increase the BP by activating the alpha-1 receptors. Next, mechanism of action. Phenylephrine acts by stimulating alpha-1 receptors, which results in contraction of the smooth muscle, dilatation of pupil, decongestion. Next, adverse effect: hypertension and urinary retention. Next class, topical decongestants. This group of decongestants can be further divided into sympathomimetic amines, including ephedrine, phenylephrine, and imidazolines such as oxymetazoline, nefazoline, etc. Topical decongestants acts by producing local vasoconstriction by stimulating the alpha-1 receptors on the lamina propria of blood vessels. Examples of the drug nefazoline and oxymetazoline. Mechanism of action: it have alpha agonistic activity. Adverse effect: it has CNS depression and increase in BP. So decongestant should not be used by people who have high blood pressure. And very important point, decongestants of nasal spray should not use more than 5 days. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and please subscribe my channel.